All right, let's dive into something I think we all crave on some level. That transformation from just having a house, four walls and a roof, into having a real home. A place that's a true sanctuary that actually reflects who you are and nurtures your well being.
You know that feeling, right? It's weird. You're surrounded by nice things. Maybe the place looks like it's straight out of a magazine, but something just feels empty. It's clean, it's perfect, but it doesn't really feel like yours. Today, we're going to talk about how to close that gap, the one between a space that just looks good and one that truly feels like home.
So, to really get to the heart of this, we've got to unpack two words we throw around all the time: house and home. We use them interchangeably, but honestly, they represent two completely different ways of thinking about where we live.
And this, right here, is the core of it. On one side, you've got the house. It's often seen as just a cold investment, all about square footage and resale value, or maybe it's a status symbol, a perfect static picture that never changes. Kind of lifeless. But then you have the home, and that's a whole different story. It's personal, it's a sanctuary, and this is the big one. It's a dynamic, lived-in space that grows and changes right along with you.
So, why do so many of us get stuck with a house when what we're really after is a home? Well, a huge part of it is what you could call the consumer trap. Modern culture is just brilliant at selling us these little dopamine hits, right? That quick rush you get from buying something new. A trendy pillow, a new gadget. It feels good for a minute, but that feeling always fades. The new thing just becomes another thing. And then we're right back where we started, looking for the next purchase to feel that rush again. It's a cycle that promises happiness, but, it never really gets you there.
So, to actually break free from that cycle, we need a totally new way of looking at things. Let's stop thinking about our space as some finished product. Instead, let's start seeing it as a story that's still being written.
I love this idea. A film is full of motion, right? It has unscripted moments, and it captures life as it's actually happening. That's what a home should be. It's not about freezing one perfect moment in time. It's about creating a space where the real, messy, beautiful story of your life can unfold every single day. Okay, so how do we actually add these scenes to our personal film? Well, we can start by giving our objects memories. That rock you picked up on a family vacation sitting on the windowsill, that's not clutter, it's a physical link to a happy moment. We can also design our spaces for shared rituals, like that spot at the kitchen counter where everyone gathers. Those places become the real heart of the home. And finally, and this is a huge mental shift, we can learn to embrace the beauty of a little wear and tear. And that idea, embracing the scuffs and scratches of life, leads us straight to this incredible Japanese philosophy that gives us a perfect framework for this whole idea. It's called wabi-sabi. Wabi-sabi is all about looking past our modern obsession with everything being brand new, shiny, and absolutely flawless. Instead, it helps us find beauty in things that are a little imperfect, that don't last forever, that are even incomplete, things that show the marks of being used and loved. This is where it gets really practical. With that house mentality, a chipped mug is just flawed. Time to replace it. But with a home mentality, that same mug is everything because it's part of your morning ritual. A scratch on the dining table isn't damage, it's a record of 100 family dinners. And that faded armchair isn't worn out. It knows the exact shape of your body when you curl up in it. It's a total 180-degree shift in how you see things. Once you start thinking this way, it naturally makes you reconsider your relationship with all your stuff and how it's either adding to or maybe taking away from your sense of peace. Pretty much every single thing we bring into our home goes through this life cycle. First, you've got the spark, that initial excitement of a new purchase. Then comes the fade, when the novelty wears off and it just kind of blends in. And finally, for so many things, there's the weight, the burden of cleaning it, storing it, and the mental energy it takes up. When our things start demanding more from us than they give back, that's a huge sign that things are out of balance. And that leads to a really crucial point. Creating a peaceful home is so often about subtraction, not addition. It's about being a curator of your own space and intentionally choosing to keep only the things that genuinely serve your life, your peace, and your purpose. When you put all this together, you realize what we're really talking about here. This isn't just about decorating. It's about building a solid foundation for your mental and emotional health. It's about creating a true sanctuary for your own well-being. And the things that really truly nourish us, they're almost never things you can just go out and buy. They're qualities you have to cultivate. Things like a quiet corner with great natural light where you can just think. Bringing some plants inside.
fostering a deep sense of safety and security. And designing spaces not for show, but for real, genuine connection with the people you love.
And this really is the great paradox of the home. In a world that can make it hard to find these fundamental joys, our home can become the one place where they are always, always available. You can't add belonging or security to a shopping cart. They have to be built intentionally, day by day, inside your own four walls. So, I guess I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Look around your space, right now if you can. Think about your relationship with it, with your things, and ask yourself, is this space really serving me, or am I spending all my time serving it? Answering that question, just for yourself, is the very first step to turning that house into a real home.